The following podcast contains real reviews and the ridiculous reactions of two would-be oracles of the internet. The opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Seriously.
Hello and welcome to ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
And it's great to see you today. And I'm going to tell you about our podcast. You know, since you're here, why don't you have a seat? We're going to tell you about our podcast. It's about internet reviews. It's in the comedy genre, internet subculture, subgenre type beat. We read reviews from Amazon, Google, Yelp, Rate Your Music, Kohl's, RateYourCaskets.com, all the hits. And then we talk about it and we're funny. I think that about covers it.
That sums it up.
You know, sometimes you might get some tips for how to not have diarrhea so bad. Sometimes you'll be learning about different kink subgenres in romance novels that we're reading, and it's a great time. I'll start this week, though. Matt stole it last week.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm glad you did. It was a great vibe to start the episode. Let's hope that Jamie Stevens on Google Reviews is just as good of a vibe. They have a review. The pizza place is called Pizza One in Vancouver, British Columbia. The review was submitted by Tatiana. Thank you so much, Tat. Jamie Stevens on Google. They write, okay, so here goes. I'm an outfit level 7 Google reviewer. Today I was thinking about pizza and all of a sudden I got this brochure in the mail. So this is what I do. I will call the store and then place an order. I will call the store and place an order. But before I make an order, I advise them that I'm a Google reviewer and I will review them based on the quality of the food they send me. Most of the time they don't believe you and they give... I'm just going to read this straight up. And they give you should equality next to leave a review.
Okay.
But this is, I don't know. But this is the first time where I'm going to make a review on Google page as a 3-star. So now I'm going to make the phone call and I will advise him about my Google review and I will tell him that I've already done one and they will look back and see I'm telling the truth. So going forward, I will post you an update with pictures and the review once I receive my food, ... The delivery was fast, food was hot, the pizza was well done, ingredients were fresh. I would suggest you give them a try 4 stars.
I feel like we've had someone like this before where they're like, I told them I would leave them a review and make it better once the food gets here. But they didn't have that follow-up on it. They were all talk.
I was very happy to see the delivery was fast, the food was hot, but it only got them 1 star.
Maybe that's just because Mans felt disrespected?
Yeah, I don't know. It's... I guess it's both parties are making me laugh here, to lay it out. Him bragging about being a Google reviewer, and something anyone can do. Anyone with a freaking email...
Time.
And 10 minutes can be a Google reviewer. I don't know about level 7, but I'm guessing that's just a quantity, not a quality situation.
So. Yeah.
And then on the other side of the phone, I don't think they don't believe you. Unless you're really talking it up like you work for Google or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing they just are being customer service polite and going like, oh, you're silly or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because they can't say, well, I don't care.
Right. Right. They can't give their honest, true to heart answers, which is, I don't give a shit, man. I make minimum wage.
Bruh, I just put the pie in the oven.
Oh, Pizza One is in Vancouver. I thought so. I thought there was something weird. It was just showing my local map.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. The pizza looks good that they got, honestly, in the wings.
Well, good. I'm glad they got what they wanted, but I don't... People like this, man. I don't know. I'm a Yelp Elite 5 years. I got that gold badge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in it. But I don't like get a food flyer and be like, well,
oh yeah, that's right.
Duty calls.
Frickin' menu with the coupons in the mail. He said, a brochure.
Time to act. How fortuitous. And I do remember when I was early on, there was this guy that he was one of my Yelp friends, and he was very much like, I want to go try this Polish restaurant. Do you want to come? I'm like, all right. Sure, dude. I want to go try this other restaurant. Do you want to come? Like, you don't need to just go try restaurants to like pad your reviews.
Right. Yeah, when it takes over, when you're making choices based on your fake status as a Yelp Elite.
It's been a while since I've been to like a big event where there are other people, not just one that's like show up to a restaurant during this week and get a free sandwich.
Sure.
But a proper like, hey, let's go play whirly ball and there's food and snacks for all of you. But there's like, I call them Yelp aunties. Because it just seems like this is their world. This is their life. They're like taking videos and pictures. And there's one guy, Yelp Unk. And like not even a business card. Man, Patrick Bateman would have been sweating because he's like a full-on plastic card with his stats or something.
Oh my. I was literally going to make a joke about like, yeah, you as a Yelp Elite don't go into places and hand out your freaking Yelp Elite business card, but there is the truth is stranger than fiction.
I think I'm going to have to check my glove box or something. I think I still got that sucker somewhere.
And we have business cards for our podcast, but we're not using it to, get pull at small business, local businesses.
No.
We're just giving it to our friends so they can give it to their friends or whatever. Oh boy. But do you have a review?
Yeah, you know what? Speaking of Yelp, I'm going to take us to one of our favorite places. Someplace you usually take us. To Yelp Japan.
Oh, it's been a while.
And I'm taking us to Shibuya Classic.
Hell yeah.
To the dance club called Womb.
Womb. You know what? I'm a privy to Womb. I've never been myself, but I had friends that were more club enjoyers that would go to Womb and be born, I guess. Be reborn.
Well, I've got a very in-depth review here from Song V, native of Concord, California. Song writes, I don't go clubbing often, but when I do, I make sure to go with my quasi-expert friend who literally travels around the world clubbing. I don't know what kind of itinerary he usually has, but from what I learned from speaking to him, it consists of clubbing all night long and sleeping in until noon every day. Given his resume and my general observations of this establishment, you'll learn why this club sucks. I want to preface this review by stating that I am in a committed relationship and love my girlfriend and will marry her one day.
Good for you,
My
man.
review is based on my observations of my single friends and their experience in this club. I was the weird dude who just stood in a corner watching them. People probably thought I was creepy, but in reality, I just didn't want to be there. Strike one. The receptionist lied to us about a 500 yen coupon for the entry fee. Despite saying that we saw an advertisement on Facebook requiring a like for the 500 yen discount, the receptionist completely blew us off and pretended like he had no idea what we were talking about. Editor's note, one of the top pictures on their Yelp page is a screenshot of a 500 yen off coupon. So I don't know what to say about that. Strike two, the 1,500 yen entry fee includes a free drink coupon, but they don't tell you that the drink is 700 yen or less drinks, which amounts to bottom well drinks. For those of you who need a better idea what this means, Think about ordering tacos at a legit taqueria, but you're forced to eat flour tortillas instead of the legit and authentic corn ones. Anyways, I order my lime and gin as the bartender squeezes an absurdly large amount of lime with the most minuscule pour of gin that I have ever seen in my life. She literally diluted the gin I ordered as if we were rationing in times of famine. Ambiance, music, crowd. The ambiance of this place is cool. It was a giant empty venue with about 10 people inside, with 2 or 3 people going hyphy in the very front. I don't really know what that means. It's H-Y-P-H-Y, hyphy. Maybe he meant hyper. The DJs playing that night were techno-based and good at what they did, but as an outsider looking in, this meant for a super boring set that was repetitive and lacking in any terms of drops. It's like one trying to climax at sex but never being able to. Every time I thought a dope drop was coming, it always ended up with a nadir. Good word, dude. What this meant was no one was dancing, no one was going crazy. The energy just reminded me of people aimlessly staring straight. I enjoyed this, but my friends obviously didn't. No dancing girls equals no opportunities for engagement. Crowd was alright, mostly seemed like locals whose idea of turning up is tripping out to slow music. They seemed nice, but are very cliquey and not open to foreigners at all. Guy to girl ratio. Honestly, it was a sausage fest, but I don't care because I'm in a relationship. But if you're single, it's like trying to find a ripe avocado in the bin of immature ones. In conclusion, I didn't mind this place because I'm weird, but if you were trying to get at chicks, have a good time, expel energy, and get wasted, I suggest you avoid this place. Harlem, just a few blocks down the road, was packed with energy, ladies, and decent drinks. For a review of the aforementioned, check out my history.
Oh, God.
Like the weak establishment of womb, I'm going to do what they do and beg for likes and upvotes of my review. So please upvote this review for a 500 yen discount.
Okay.
1 star.
Okay. They made a little joke about it. They get a
Slight
pass this
redemption.
time. Yeah. It's so hard to judge a nightclub as a person who's like,
who would never want to go to a nightclub.
Yeah, I've gone, when I was a study abroad lad, I was all about the getting out of your comfort zone, your experiences. But now as a 33-year-old man, I kind of know what's going on and know that loud, that enclosed space, the stink, the general humidity in the air that is from human sweat. It's just not.
Yeah,
it's not for me. But the picking up. Do people really go to the club with prime objective to be pickup chick? I thought that was just a happy coincidence if you made that connection with someone. But no, I guess that's you get geared up, you spraying on the cologne, you're putting on the gold chain. We're gonna pick up some chicks tonight, boys. I'm gonna dance.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna pick up 2 chicks. I'm gonna set them down, and maybe I'll bring one of them home.
Not here.
But that's what I was gonna say about. Here's a little pro tip: you travel in Japan, you go to a bar, you notice that they're mixing your drink extra weak. A lot of bars, you can just ask for a double and they'll give it to you for free because they put so little alcohol in drinks there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a hack I learned. It was at a club. It was like we were having like a gaijin, a foreigner meetup at some club. It was like, I don't want to say meet and greet, but there's a group of friends and they all invited some of their friends and, hey, make friends in Tokyo with people that speak English like you. So I went and we were having drinks and someone was like, yeah, just ask for a double, man. They just give it to you. It's just for free. Some girl got like her shots on the side with the drink and everything. Yeah, they just, since they're always making them kind of weak, that's just the vibe for mixed drinks there. They won't bat an eyelash at pouring a little extra boozer in there.
Wow. Okay. Maybe that would have turned this night around.
That's true. Maybe they would have got a little freaky. Got a little turned up, so to speak.
Maybe you don't just stand and watch your friends not dance.
I don't know if I feel so, to say the word again, performative when I'm dancing at a show. I'm more of a head nodder, a head banger type guy at any given show.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's important to read the room and just not be the most embarrassing person there.
Yeah, maybe this subgenre of techno, like dancing is a faux pas. You got to feel the music in your loins, and you just can't do that when they're flapping. They're flapping. Let me see what I got for reviews here. Let me read this review. I don't think we'll have too much to say about it here. Amazon review for the Guardian Fall Protection 1000 Shingle Shark. It's a shingle cutter. It looks like a big paper cutter, but it's specifically for shingles.
Cool.
Not the disease, or not the virus,
right.
but The Bunk Man titles their review. Well thought out and well built. All in caps, The Bunk Man is working with here. I have had the cutter for about 2 weeks and have found that guys tend to fight over who gets to carry it up because they want it for themselves. The cutter handles straight cut with these, and long valley cuts are very easy to set up. The guide is very well designed and easy to set. It also comes with complete instructions to adjust the blade anytime instead of having to buy new ones. I see a lot of labor savings already. Thanks, Bunky.
Bunky.
5 stars. That's his name. He signed it. It's the Bunk Man signed the Bunky.
That's right. Miss Bunk Man.
Bunk Man.
Hey, Bunk Man. Bunky, that's the name though. Hey man, this makes me feel good in my like in my man heart.
For sure.
Since
the
me
blue
back
collar
to,
worker deep inside you.
Yeah. The days of working labor and being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get the good hedge clippers. Because I'm gonna be clipping all these hedges. Yeah, you can take those other ones. They don't snip through the branches quite as good as these over here. Something about a good tool, and racing. Whether you're racing your coworkers or racing your brothers or your dad to get at that.
What's worse than what's better than a good tool is using a not shit tool.
Yeah,
I think is an important aspect as well.
Yeah, the loppers that just bend when you try and lop a branch off. Oh, God.
Yeah. I ain't so much racing to try and get that best tool in the shed. I just don't want to get that dull knife. Yeah, the
rusty hinges. The
one with the weird, questionable brown stain on the handle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh,
no
that's
way
just sap.
Poop.
That's just sap.
It's just sap. But there's something in your brain that gets a little afraid.
It starts to stick to your glove, because hopefully you're wearing gloves.
You're right. If you're doing some work like this, you want some gloves, man.
Yeah, man. These guys on the roof, dude. Oh, I feel like they're having a great old time up there. They're like playing rock, paper, scissors for it after lunch.
Yeah, there's a certain when you're not working on the roof doing shingles, there's a certain whimsy, a certain attractiveness to going on the roof and doing shingles.
We're just sitting on a roof.
Nothing can get you up there. No one's gonna mess with you on the roof.
Dude in the driveway with a bouncy ball, a super ball, he just bounces that sucker up to you. Get it before it goes in the gutter.
All right, I think we're going to take a break and put some shingles up or something.
Yeah. Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. reviewbuddy.com, click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to It Came From the Internet. This is, I guess, just a general catch-all for things that we find on the internet. But hey, it's review-related. It's review-based. What I have here is screenshots of, I believe, a Twitter thread from... It must be years ago now, but I think the product is still available. But in any case, this was posted by I'm Starving AF on Instagram, and it is a Twitter thread from @MomOfNoRank. And this first slide, I bought a bag of this hashtag Brach's Turkey Dinner Candy Corn a while back and have been saving them for hashtag National Spooky Month. I'm a hashtag registered dietitian, and this is my honest review as a nutrition professional. Ahem. And then she has a picture of the Brach's turkey dinner and apple pie and coffee, and also green beans, cranberry sauce, stuffing, flavored candy corns. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen these, but maybe they're out there in the wild still. First slide. Here is an example of the specimen of each flavor. When you open the bag, you'll smell only the coffee ones. This is a transparent and deliberate attempt to lull you into a false sense of security. Don't be a sucker. I'll take a little snippet of the various colors that are ready to be enjoyed. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like candy corn in general. I'm a fan, honestly. I don't know. Sue me. But these candy corns here feature a striking green for the green beans, a dark brown with a little bit of lighter brown, which I'm led to believe is the coffee, a light red, dark red, cranberries, but then 3 that are pretty much variations of a light brown and tan, light brown and light yellow, and then different light brown and different tan.
The light brown and tan, yeah, just those various shades of brown and tan. The green one's kind of fun, but the other ones are on a list.
Anyway, first of all, there's a special place in hell for whoever decided to make 3 of the flavors so similar in color. As we've noted. In a just world, this person would die alone, surrounded by ugly pink floral wallpaper, after a lifetime of petty disappointments with the sounds of a super fun and fashionable party absolutely everyone else was invited to, drifting across the street. So, in that picture, top left is turkey and gravy. It is disturbingly, hauntingly like candied turkey. Wrong on every level.
Now that she mentions it, it does look like congealed gravy.
Yeah. Top middle is stuffing. This one is an unrepentant violation of the Geneva Convention. Tastes like hate and sage. So much sage. It's ironic because you'll need to burn sage to erase it from your psyche. Top right is caramel apple pie. It's fine. Most prominent flavor is caramel, with a surprisingly natural cinnamon background, and then a crisp finish with just a faint whisper of eau de artificial flavoring that once spent 15 minutes in a room with an apple pie. Scented Yankee Candle, with the lid closed. Bottom left is allegedly cranberry sauce. What should have been a softball in the flavor development game instead offers nary a smidge of either cranberry or tartness. There is, however, the vaguest intimation of alkaloid bitterness. Best guess, cotton candy cough drop?
Yeah.
And after last week's whole dive into, maybe I'll save that conversation for when we are done. I should just continue. Bottom middle is green beans. Friends, it is unforgivable. If you left a cup of green tea on the porch in bad weather for a week, during which time it attained sentience and promptly began plotting your demise, and you hate green tea, that's what this tastes like. There's definitely some dirt in it, and is that a hint of dead leaf or decomposing June beetle? You'll have stabbing pains of deep regret for company as you work that one out. Lastly, bottom right is coffee. It's the best one, and it's terrible. It's what you hoped coffee would taste like when you were 5. Alarmingly sweet, kind of butterscotchy. Its second cousin twice removed has heard of coffee. The stuffing one is by far the worst flavor. It is appalling. Pepperidge Farms has apparently taken up training assassins. I've met voodoo dolls with less evil intent. The developer of this flavor deserves your disdain, and for that, I salute them. However, I think my personal pick for most offensive to Thanksgiving food is the green bean. It's not green bean casserole, by the way. Oh no. No umami here. Raw, unholy green in flavor as well as color with a single one-note foghorn taste, like mowing the lawn with your mouth open. To paraphrase Douglas Adams, it is almost, but not quite, entirely unlike green beans. It's what you might get if you described green beans to an alien who had been tasked with reproducing the flavor using only very inexpensive petroleum-based esters. And you had never actually had green beans. And also, the alien hated its job. 5 stars. Everyone should get a bag, set them out in a nice inviting bowl, and don't say a word. So yeah.
Yeah, it sounds absolutely terrible. Savory candy is just questionable from the start. Yeah, and this is leaning into it too much.
Yeah, last week we, as you said, I started us off with a banger with that Fruity Pebbles Liquid Death. And we talked about how the food scientists are doing crazy stuff. But this is the food, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll was Fruity Pebble soda. Mr. Hyde is Thanksgiving dinner candy corn.
Yeah, there's evil afoot here. This is the story of the food scientists flying too close to the sun, their gravy wings melting.
Thankfully, it doesn't look like you can buy this anymore.
Thankfully, this crime against humanity has been taken care of. Been absolutely sent to the dumpster. I don't know. If I had to, I don't want to try any of them.
There's an article here from popsugar.com titled, I tried the new Brach's turkey dinner candy corn and barely lived to tell the tale.
Yeah, that's, I think, the experience I would have.
This looks like it might be different. They got a ginger glazed carrot. They got sweet potato pie. Man, they were like, people thought coffee was too mid. Let's do something else.
Yeah, ginger glazed carrot, man. It's just such an affront. I guess this is what other countries imagine American Thanksgiving dinners like. Just like bowls of candy, gravy.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, imagine eating a candy corn and how the wax coats your mouth. That's the evil of this concoction, I think.
Yep. And that there's a roast turkey image on a bag of candy.
Yeah, even on like some ramen, that's offensive. When that kind of combination would make sense a little bit in a sort of grocery store cup noodle setting. But yeah, it's sort of like stunt food, like, you know how the fucking hot chips and the hot sauces are so popular. There's like stunt food for people that can't eat spice or something. I don't know. Because every Birdie Bots, every flavored beans, those Harry Potter jelly bean things, those were kind of big when they came out.
Yep, they were.
Youngin'. But those were like, that was sort of a Russian roulette game where like 9 to 10 beans are good, and then you eat the fucking popcorn one, which I'm pretty sure was supposed to be good, but actually just tasted like burning butter hell.
Yeah, with sugar all over it.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, thank you for showing us that evil from the internet, or someone, I guess, else handling the evil for us. Thank goodness.
Thanks, Mop of No Rank.
Yeah, no hot dog G Fuel this week.
Ever so slightly disappointed that like there wasn't any like she says, she started off, I'm a registered dietitian, and never really used that.
Sure.
But whatever. I'll take the entertainment and the heavy lifting in any case.
I mean, what's there to say about candy corn? It's the same going out as it's going in.
Sure. Probably. Yeah.
I hinted at some smut earlier in the episode. I'm not going to leave you hanging. We got Crimson Chaos, Steel Rose's motorcycle book number 1. Let me get the cover over. There's a lot going on in this cover, and I don't think any of it's AI, so I'm actually pretty pleased. To start off with, I'm saying to Matt, he can let you know what's going on with Steel Roses. Oh,
okay. Yeah, so we got like cool, slick back Tom Hardy looking guy here. He's got like short on the sides and tall on the top, just pure slick back, and the shadows are hiding most of his face, but you can see that brow isn't furrowed. That's like a "you want a piece of me" brow. He's almost, he's like if you took Tom Hardy and David Beckham and mashed them together until you got one hot dude covered in tattoos. I'm now seeing all over his shoulders and arms, and he's got his hands behind his head. Like he just kicked a winning goal and then just ripped his shirt off on the pitch and was like posing in the dark. And his features just look so great. Next to his head is the logo for Steel Rose's Motorcycle Club, number 1. Looks like something they'd have on the back of their jackets, I'm sure. And the text, his life is dangerous. Hers is about to fall apart. Can they find love in the chaos? Which is capitalized for some reason. Then the title text, distorted, distressed, print, like from an army bag, Crimson Chaos. And the scene where like his nips would be, it just fades to a stormy cityscape with clouds and cool buildings, and then smoke coming up because he's gonna burn out on that motorcycle. He looks like the death, like Ghost Rider, just about to burn out and save his honey.
By Jenna Doyle.
Jenna with 1 N. So
you gotta say Jenna. No, that would be 2 N. Jen. You just got anyway. The Literary Forest titles their review "Steamy Biker Romance." Ooh. They write, "I got this book on Stuff Your Kindle Day, and I have to say I actually really enjoyed it. We've got Alba, the hard-working cam girl, and Jericho, a sexy tattooed biker who instantly becomes obsessed with our femme MC. I love how the author gave us dual POV, and we also got a pretty decent storyline, especially considering the amount of smut in the book." We get thrown right in the right into the story in the first chapter. I love a good fast-paced book, but I almost wish it was a little longer because I did actually enjoy the story. I mean, the whole story covers only a few weeks. Where was the build-up? I will say that the smut scenes weren't anything to rave about. Granted, there were a lot, but they could have been more detailed, emotional at the appropriate times, and a bit more drawn out. It seemed like we got the basics for each scene, but if a few were cut out, the ones that were left were expanded on a bit more, it would have made the story much, much better. All in all, I feel I really like this book. I'm a sucker for a good motorcycle club romance, and this was definitely a welcome surprise. So much so that I actually bought the second book. I can't wait to see what happens next. 4 stars.
Is it going to be the same couple, though? You know, it's not. Alba and Jericho are... Their story's done.
Yeah, I think it's the classic new couple every book type series.
My God. How do you, I don't know. How do you realize that that's something you like? Maybe, I guess, if you're a biker yourself, but like...
I imagine it's at the moment of discovery of its existence, right? There's a great darkness in your life, and you can't explain it. Something missing.
I'm a fan. I'm a sucker for the hockey player has to learn how to ice skate.
Right.
Romance. Those ones get me.
You don't know that they're writing books about these hot hockey boys. All right.
Learning how to figure skate. Whoa.
You can't even imagine or fathom that with your own machinations. But then sitting there on the shelf, hot hockey, and there's a hot hockey boy, and there's some sort of neuron that fires that's been dormant your whole life, and it draws you to it. It gets you excited, you know?
Yeah. I'm really just surprised that Jericho would fall for the hardworking cam girl Alba.
I mean, their meaning has to be very aromantic, right? He typed in like big boobs on a cam site and then clicked on her.
Who could love a cam girl? Who would be attracted to that?
It does leave it the like, how do they go from cam couple to real motorcycle couple? You know, that may be intriguing. Yeah,
he was just tipping her to take her clothes off. And then suddenly there was a knock on her door, and she got rattled, and he knew it was time to ride.
Yeah, he rode his motorcycle through freaking off a jump and through a window. So turn that cam off. Actually, leave it on. We're crazy. Whoa.
Hot stuff.
Hot stuff here. There's too much sex happening. There's not enough story. Oh, I'm up to my ears in it.
I'm going to leave this audience wanting more, says Jenna Doyle. I'm going to leave some undeveloped stuff. And what are they going to have to do? Buy book 2.
That's right. I do think it's funny that they bought this sex book and they're like, man, it's so good. I wish they'd quit fucking so much.
I kind of like the plot. It's wild.
And I imagine that's how a lot of the actual good romance books get you. You know, the sex is just sort of a hook, a line, a sinker, you know, to get the masses in, and boom.
Yeah.
You got to buy 7 books now because you got to find out if Trudy, you know, lives happily after.
Right. Hey, I read the A Court of Thorns and Roses books mostly because I had to portray one of the characters for a fairy ball. But no, it was like, hey, this is a cool world. There wasn't too much sex. There was more plot than sex. But there was sex.
And then, boom, all of a sudden you find yourself reading a book with more sex than plot. And you're like,
where did I go wrong?
What's going on here? That's how they get you, man. Those gateway drug ass books. I do like her descriptions of the sex scenes where she said they just put out the basics. It's like they give you the blueprint for the bone session and then move on.
Sort of like when the movie just drifts to the fireplace.
Yeah, they give you the sort of the clue. It was Mr. Mustard in the library with the steel pipe, and then they move on. Do you have a review?
Yeah, you know what? As long as we're talking about love making, I've got a Google review here for the Sequoia 9 movie theater in Garden City. I think this is Kansas. It's a review from Zev Levitt Ramos. Zev writes, amazingly awful staff. My girlfriend and I were waiting in line to get popcorn. I whispered something in her ear, and this older female security guard comes over and says very loudly, "Don't you think there's a better place for that?" We stared at her very confused, and she proceeded to tell us it's a family business, and I shouldn't be sticking my tongue down her ear. What? She wasn't even on the side I had whispered to see anything at all, and completely fabricated her own narrative. She was such a miserable lady and embarrassed us in front of everyone there, and so we left with nothing we purchased. The entire time she was nasty and rude and screaming at us loudly. The manager came over and didn't even listen to us, blindly just backed up the security guard, encouraging her rudeness. We are grown adults, and there is no need to ever approach someone and address them in such a crass manner. Horrible. Many other reviews here and other sites echo the same miserable staff behavior. 1 star.
I think it's so the sexual act of sort of doing the just a quick in the ear. Let me just lean in and then lean out real quick. Yeah, just a quick. Oh, you got a little something in there, and then. That's it. Let me just probe your ear for a split second and then not do any physical contact afterwards. That's the kind of hot smut they're talking about in Crimson Chaos.
That starts the fires, the embers, the coals.
I'm sure the security lady's on edge from a lot of people boinking in the theater or whatever.
Yeah, if that's what you have to put up with, and you see somebody who's like laying the breadcrumbs for that, then try and nip it in the bud.
Yeah, I had this is a crazy metaphor, but I had a teacher in high school where you weren't allowed to say suck in his classroom. He would make you, and maybe I've said this on the podcast before, but he would make you say after class if you said sucks, and it would be like fake detention. He'd be like, erase the board for me. Throw this in the trash for me. Okay, have a good day. It would be silly, nothing like thing. But he told me his senior year that the reason you can't say suck in the classroom is having the bar there makes it so actual swear words don't even get it to the gates. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, that's so freaking genius. So this is sort of what's going on with the security guard. If you don't let any hand holding happening, that's if you cut it off there, nothing crazy's going down. Nah. It's going to be a tight ship.
No grab your neighbor in my theaters.
I saw those pinkies touch going for the popcorn. Hey, you ain't sly.
Whoa. One hand in the popcorn bucket at a time, you.
Right, you little animals.
This is family establishment.
They did highlight how it does sound embarrassing to do a simple, hey, do you want to get out of here around 5 to your significant other?
Yeah.
And then have a lady come in and be like, what are you doing? Cut that out.
Yeah, that would totally be embarrassing. So I feel for Zev here. And maybe that's just because I'm in my current relationship, I'm a good supporter of the PDA movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one time my girlfriend thought she lost her phone or forgot it at a restaurant, and we called back afterwards, or her mom did, and they were like, oh yeah, the two that were canoodling in the booth.
Whoa, you had a reputation.
Excuse me? Yeah, that was us. So is the phone there? So yeah, I feel for Zev.
We got your damn called out. Phone, you exhibitionist perverts.
Just because we like to sit on the same side of the booth sometimes.
Oh, the server's going to notice that every time, Matt. They're going to be like, get a load. They're sitting on the same side. Are they even having a conversation?
Nah, just porking.
Or, are they just straight porking Crimson Chaos style? All right, that's reviewparty.com. Thank you for listening. This week, as every other week, we got new episodes every Tuesday. # Tuesday Reviews Day.
Woo-woo.
You don't know what we've been doing behind the scenes lately. It's been busy, and we've been getting these episodes out week in, week out. All right. So, I guess appreciate it is what I'm trying to say. I know you do. You beautiful, beautiful person. We got new episodes every Tuesday. If you want to send in a review for us to laugh at, please, like Tatiana did. Thank you, Tat.
Thank you.
Please send an email with a hyperlink to the review to reviewparty.com@gmail.com. Include your name or something so we can give you credit for it.
Hey, you can holler at us on Instagram and TikTok at reviewparty.com or on Twitter /X at reviewpartypod. Sometimes we put that content that doesn't make the episode out there. Sometimes we put the content that is from the episode out there. So if you like digesting content in different forms, check those places out. Or go to YouTube. It's there too. Or go to Letterboxd. We might write reviews from time to time of movies that we've seen or watched or enjoyed at some point in our lives. Or go to reviewparty.com. There's listening platforms, there's blog, there's shop, there's blue colors and balloons, and there's information on the best boys in the band. Who are they?
The band, the Nosebleeds. Actually, just Nosebleeds. We use their song, Bread for Breakfast, throughout the episode. You heard it. It's great. They're awesome for letting us use it. You can find more of their great tunes on Spotify.
They're also on Apple Music, I checked. If you're trying to boycott Spotify because they support things you don't like.
Yeah. Spotify is just a default. If you're looking, go to Spotify, but there's a bunch of better places for sure. Follow, subscribe, favorite. Whatever that button is, wherever you are, hit it. It really, really is stupid how much it helps us when you hit those buttons.
Yes.
It shouldn't be such. The listen should be more than enough, but the button, they require the button as well. I got a review to send us off here.
Yeah.
This is a review for Hardball, the 2001 Keanu Reeves movie.
Okay.
Do you remember this one?
Yes. For a moment, I was thinking of Fever Pitch with Jimmy Fallon, and I was going to be very angry. But okay, Hardball, I remember. Keanu teaches baseball and to the poor kids.
I was like, man, that movie, because I remembered it so well, because it was such a phenom when it came out. Everyone, I feel like everyone's parents, our age at the time, like everybody's parents were showing them this movie.
Yeah, like, oh, the F word might get said in this movie, and a kid might get killed, but hey, it's pretty good.
It's wholesome that you will learn some lessons about life. Marie titles their review, Nice. They write, excellent movie, not a true story. 5 stars.
That's how I judge it all, baby.